Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining me. This is my first video I'm doing talking about Hadith. I'm going to start it with saying most Hadith have what the Prophet said at the beginning. Actions are only according to intentions, and a person receives only what he has intended. Therefore, whoever's immigration is for Allah and His Messenger, his immigration is truly for Allah and His Messenger, and whoever's immigration is for any worldly gain or woman he is to wed, then his immigration is for what he immigrated. Bukhari Muslim. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start on the first hadith. The first hadith talks about having sincerity in the religion. So, it's saying the religion Islam is taqwa, sincerity. Your intention is what you are known by. So the kind of person that you are, how your actions are portrayed, if they are not done in the name of Allah, if they are not done in the way that Allah would approve of, then are your actions truly being done for Islam? That is one of the ways that I interpreted it. There is a story that I was told about a man who had killed 99 people. And he wanted to stop killing very badly, and he wanted to change his life. Well, people were scared of him because, after you get to the point of killing 99 people, people start to recognize you. So people started to recognize him, they feared him, and they did not want to help him. Someone finally told him to go see a monk, and he did. Well, the monk told him that he was already too far gone. He had killed too many people, his path was set. He got mad, he killed the monk, now he's at 100 killed. He comes back to the town, and people are even more scared now. Nobody wants to upset him, nobody wants to make him mad, so nobody tells him anything. Finally, someone comes up to him and says, hey, there's a scholar in Islam, why don't you go speak with him? So he goes to this scholar and he tells him, look, I've made a lot of mistakes, I killed these people, I'm at 100 and I want to change my ways. I want to be a better person and I want to change my life. So the scholar sends him to this village and he tells him he needs to go to this village to be forgiven. And then once he does, all of these sins will be cleansed. They will not be on him anymore. Well, on his way to the village, he got very ill. He got sick and he started to grow sicker and sicker as the days went by, and he was trying, but he was dragging himself to this village. He had to get to this village because he had to cleanse himself. He had to get rid of all of these sins he had committed, these 100 murders. So he ended up not making it to the village. And most know, there are some new reverts that might not know, there are angels that come down whenever you die. If you are a good person, and you've done good, the angels from Jannah will come and get you. And they will come to take you. But if you're bad, the angels from the hellfire will come and take you to Jahannam. Well, this man, because of his past sins and because he didn't make it to the city in time, he had an angel from Jannah and an angel from Jahannam come. So they were both fighting for his soul. One angel saying, look, he's trying to repent. He has the intention in his heart. He wants to be a better person. He's trying to go to the city and be cleansed of these sins. And the angel said, but the angel from Jahannam says, well, he didn't make it. He has this hate in his heart. He's still a bad person. I'm going to take him to Jahannam. Well, they're fighting. Finally, Allah sends down another angel to settle this. And he says to them, find out how far he was from the city and from where he started. And if he was closer to the city, then take him to Jannah. If he's closer to where he started, take him to Jahannam. But Allah also took away part of the distance to the city when he was being judged on this because Allah wanted him to be forgiven. Allah could see it in his heart that he wanted to be a better person. He was striving to be a better person. Even though he committed these 100 murders, he did not want to be that person anymore. Allah recognized this. So, even though he had committed these sins, Allah still wanted to help him. He wanted to give him that forgiveness to take him to Jannah. So he allowed the angel to take him to Jannah. The man was forgiven for his sins. And any of us can be, as long as we have pure intentions in our heart and we can understand what it means to be sincere in this religion and in life. If everything we do is in the name of Allah, then our intentions are pure. As long as we're not hurting people, as long as we're doing what Allah would want. Bismillah, we say that before we do anything. In the name of Allah. Before we eat, before we sleep, before we drive, before we get out of bed, before we walk, before we do anything. Bismillah. Because our intentions are pure to Allah. So with this first hadith, we talked about how a religion is to act with sincerity. And then you have to sit here and think, though, who are you doing this for? Are you doing this for yourself? Are you doing it for the image? Are you doing it for Allah? Are you doing it for the Messenger? Who are you doing this for? Are you doing it to please Allah? Because that is when it actually matters. Everything you do, you need to do it for Allah. You need to act with sincerity in your heart and with pure intentions. That is what this first hadith teaches us. That in Islam, we are to be sincere to others and to ourselves, and to do everything in the way that Allah would want us to do. It's like a child. When a child, most people have noticed this because most have children. When you see your child and it sees another child, or they see like an animal and it's thirsty, it's hungry, or it's hurt, the first thing they do is come over to feed it, water it, comfort it, with no thought of, oh, will I be rewarded for this? Will someone acknowledge the fact that I just helped this animal or person? They don't do that. They do it because they know they need to, because it's in their heart. Their intentions are pure in their heart, and they know that they are doing what's right by helping this person or by feeding this animal, giving it water. I've not seen many children who are mean. They naturally share. They have all this goodness in their heart, and that's one thing I always tell people. If you want to learn to be more sincere, look at the heart of a child. They act with such sincerity. Children are born with love. And we can all have that. People learn hate and they learn to be insincere. But we can always fix that with the strength of Allah. We can all achieve this. So, my hope for you is that you understood something from this first video. It wasn't a long video. We will get more in depth with the other hadith. This one is kind of a short one. It's kind of self-explanatory. I did talk about the one story and I did give an example, but it's kind of a self-explanatory hadith. If there are any questions, you guys feel free to message me about anything. If maybe you think I should have added something extra to the video, if you don't think I touched the points correctly, please contact me and let me know your opinions or questions you may have. And if I can't solve them, I will find somebody who can help you. I hope that all of you are well and will be well for the rest of the week, Sha Allah. I hope that you all get something from this message, and I hope you join me again next week for the second hadith, and I might include another one and make it longer. I'm thinking about doing maybe 2 or 3 in the next video. I'm also thinking about doing some Quran videos with recitation. I'm getting on that one, still debating. I'm also thinking about doing some other videos. So just send me a message, tell me what you thought, and I hope you have a wonderful night, inshallah. With love and du'as, Sumi.